There are many gaming mice that are used in gaming computers to make the game control well. These mice are amazingly designed and also with excellent optimizations. In this video, I summarize for you the 5 best gaming mice in 2021. Razer DeathAdder V2. The Razer DeathAdder has an overall fantastic shape for all sorts of grips and hand sizes, and I've spent hundreds of hours playing games, using Photoshop, and browsing the internet with it. Despite years of iterations, Razer never messes with the DeathAdder's shape. There's no reason to. The DeathAdder V2 uses a 20,000 dpi Razer Focus Plus optical sensor, and while big numbers don't necessarily equate to quality, here they do. Razer's newest tech delivers flawless tracking, even if you move the mouse as fast as humanly possible. For the majority of games and gamers, the DeathAdder V2 is a fantastic mouse. Its design is simple, with 2 perfectly placed, generously sized thumb buttons. It also has an excellent optical mouse sensor that will work on both hard and cloth pads, and it has the ultimate body shape for a claw or hybrid claw palm grip. Logitech G203 Lightsync. There are plenty of affordable gaming mice worth your money today, but few you can have complete confidence in quite like the Logitech G203 Lightsync. It's an all-around performer, delivering stable and consistent performance in a sleek package, and is the best cheap gaming mouse around today. The Logitech sensor within is rated up to 8000 dpi if you're interested, and it's got responsive switches throughout to ensure smooth operation. The only significant difference between this and the G203 Prodigy that used to sit here is the inclusion of 3-zone RGB lighting on the Lightsync instead of the single-zone lighting on the Prodigy. It's not a huge change, but one that looks a treat and doesn't cost extra, in theory. If you can snag a bargain deal on the G203 Prodigy, we highly recommend that you move on it while stocks last. Razer Naga Pro. The form and function of Razer's Naga mouse have both come a long way over the years, but it has long been the best MMO mouse for our money. And this revision of the Razer Naga Pro is the best yet. A tiny comfortable mouse with a high-quality sensor and 3 interchangeable thumb grips, with button arrays ideal for MOBAs, MMOs, or general use. The MOBA array is the best. It has 6 buttons laid out in 2 rows, so that there are enough buttons to map multiple abilities, but not so many that they become an overwhelming samey blob. This year's Naga offers an improved battery life, and works with the Razer mouse dock, not included, sadly. The Razer Naga Pro is slightly on the small side for larger hands, with a more squat shape than some gaming mice. It's comfortable in the relaxed grip suited to MMOs, but will still do the job if you play MOBAs, shooters, or other active games. SteelSeries Prime Wireless. The Prime Wireless is a no-frills, high-performance machine designed to meld with your palm and make you the FPS god you always dreamed of being. The $139 mouse is part of SteelSeries Prime lineup of experts-focused peripherals, and sits between the cheaper wired Prime and the OLED packing Prime Plus. The Prime Wireless immediately felt like it was designed just for my particular hand. SteelSeries says it worked with several experts pros to develop the right shape and weight that feels like an extension of your arm. For once, the product lives up to the hype. The Prime Wireless is designed for right-handers, particularly claw and fingertip grippers. The whole mouse seems to gently slope towards the right, so that it cradles in your palm for a comfortable grip. As a wireless mouse, it has a built-in rechargeable battery, rated for 100 hours per charge, which is over a week of average use. However, I should point out those numbers are only achievable when the mouse is running in high-efficiency mode, which tones down some settings like the RGB to save power. For gaming, you'll want to keep it in performance mode, which will chew through the battery in significantly less time, around 40 hours in testing. I never expected to like the SteelSeries Prime Wireless, but it's just so damn comfortable to use for work and gaming. Input lag is no issue, and honestly, wireless these days are virtually indistinguishable from their wired counterparts. The battery life is excellent, and that quick charge is something every wireless peripheral should have. At $139, the Prime Wireless is on the pricier side, but it's a quality mouse that will serve you well. Razer Basilisk V3. The new Razer Basilisk V3 is, as the name suggests, the third iteration of the iconic wired rodent. Initially introduced way back in the beautiful year 2018 BC. Before COVID, the Basilisk quickly earned its name as one of the best gaming mice. We loved the follow-up Basilisk V2, and the many improvements it brought. Onto this version, 3 mice, and the improvements aren't as immediately apparent. The Basilisk V3 looks and feels practically identical to the V2, which admittedly isn't a bad thing at all. Designed for right-handers, the $70 Basilisk V3 retains the identical flared and textured thumb rest, iconic thumb paddle, and split mouse button design of the V2. The Basilisk V3 is a solid iteration on an already great mouse, improving elements without detracting from others. Those improvements are welcome too, and I honestly can't get over how good the added chroma lighting looks. The hyperscroll tilt wheel is fun, though ultimately not as valuable for gaming as productivity work. Still, overall I love this new Basilisk, and it certainly leaves me excited for a wireless Basilisk V3 Ultimate. Now that's going to be some mouse. This is the end of the video. Don't forget like and subscribe.